was horrified to see that once people around me fell asleep, white foam started forming at their mouths. I immediately called for a nurse. She turned back and saw that the head nurse, who had fallen asleep, had already stopped breathing. That was when we realized anyone who fell asleep tonight would die. I rushed straight to my girlfriend's place. She said she had been suffering from severe insomnia and could not fall asleep at all. She had just taken sleeping pills and would drift off soon. The moment I heard that, I dragged her into the bathroom and forced her to throw up everything in her stomach. Luckily, the pills had not been digested yet. After that, we told her everything. To stay awake, we returned to the hospital and took stimulants. Suddenly, screams came from one of the wards. We discovered an elderly woman who was not affected by the virus. It turned out her whole body was in pain, making sleep impossible. This kind of forced wakefulness was even more painful than death. After learning what had happened in the town, she chose to take painkillers and fall asleep, allowing the nurses to analyze the cause of the virus. This might save all of us. The elderly woman was placed into the scanner. She slowly drifted into sleep. The nurses stared at the brain monitor and discovered that before her heart stopped, her brain produced a peak beta wave. This meant the real cause of death was dreaming. At that moment, I said I would volunteer to sleep. She dreamed for 3 minutes before her breathing stopped. I would only sleep for 2.5 minutes, and they had to wake me up immediately. Entering that dream might hold the answer. I closed my eyes. I woke up from the dream almost instantly, but I felt my foot chained to the ground, unable to break free no matter how hard I struggled. A car suddenly approached. Inside was my mother, who had died long ago. She handed me a cup of coffee and told me drinking it would wake me up. At that moment, an oddly dressed old man appeared in the distance. With a gentle pull, my mother slowly stepped back. The old man told me the key to stopping the virus was hidden on Aristra Island. The next second, my companions shook me awake. I immediately told them about Aristra Island, but when we checked the map, we discovered the island was thousands of miles away. We began collecting stimulants and prepared a plane for takeoff. The aircraft successfully lifted into the air. Everyone fought desperately against sleep. Suddenly, my girlfriend collapsed. I completely panicked and ordered the nurse to bring adrenaline. No matter how much medication we used, she never woke up. Even so, we still had to stay awake. My companion's vision began to blur. He used every possible method to stimulate himself and barely managed to fly the final stretch. At last, we reached Aristra Island, but my companion instantly tensed up. There was no runway on the island. We could only make an emergency landing on the sea. The plane shook violently and plunged straight into the water. Fortunately, it did not explode. We made it safely to shore. We began searching for the old man from my dream.